Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, an update on YouTube TV. They're offering the $20 credit to subscribers for the Disney blackout. It's the longest blackout in the history of Disney. Now, we'll break out what's happening there, give you an update, and remind you how to claim that $20 one-time credit. Also, MSNBC's got some big changes happening this week. CNN wants you to watch more video on their app. And T-Mobile has a new Wi-Fi plan for its 5G home internet, upgraded Wi-Fi modem, I should say. We'll tell you about these changes and more, all coming up here in a quick second. First, though, if you want to read more about any of these stories, got a ton down there. Check out the show notes and in the first pinned comment. I'll put a link to each story we talk about there so you can read them for yourself. Come up with your own thoughts. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you like what we do here, please consider hitting that subscribe button or hitting that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so they recommend our videos to more people. And hopefully we help you break free from the high cost of TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. With that said, let's dive into it. YouTube TV over the weekend announced $20 credits. If you haven't got the email telling you how to claim it, it's really simple. In the first pinned comment in the show notes, I got a step-by-step guide on how to claim your $20 credit. Right there, check it out. Easiest way to explain it's right in there. But you have to claim it. Why are they not giving them to everybody? Well, if everybody claims it, it costs YouTube TV $200 million estimated. That's a lot of money. You understand why they're not eager to go spend $200 million on that. But with this, it's been reported over the weekend from The Athletic that YouTube TV and Disney are still in active talks, which is good. They're still talking. Still, it seems like a couple of the big holdups seem to be the fact that YouTube TV wants to pay the same price for its channels that Comcast and Spectrum have. They've been paying more reportedly, and they want to now pay the same that Comcast and Spectrum has. This comes as YouTube TV reportedly has hit 10 million subscribers, just behind Comcast and Spectrum, or in fourth place, if you believe some reports that may still put DirecTV above YouTube TV. Either way, YouTube TV is expected to continue to grow and become one of the largest providers of live TV, if not the largest, in the next few years. So they want to be paying like those big guys pay. We'll keep an eye on that. Seems to be a big point of this, plus some other deals like adding ESPN Unlimited and more. We'll watch it closely, let you know as we hear more. Make sure to check out CordCarsNews.com. Now that the deal, I recorded this the night before, so hopefully this doesn't change, but at the time of this posting would make it the longest running blackout Disney's ever had, surpassing the Spectrum one that went for 11 days just a few years ago with that. All right, next up, MSNBC will undergo a big name change this year. This week. It's going to become called MS Now on November 15th. It will rebrand over to MS Now. I've seen some reports say that November 14th or 14th or 15th, sometime this week, they'll change their branding. This is part of the plan to spin off the company, all of its cable networks except Bravo, into an independent network. Comcast is getting rid of CNBC, MSNBC, USA Today, and the like. And because of that, they want them to stop using the NBC name and will rebrand it to MS Now with that. Soon they will also have to relocate studios to a new set of studios. Also, the full spin-off to make these cable networks independent is expected to happen this year. Could happen as soon as the next couple of weeks. To be honest with you, it could be coming sooner than you think. We'll have full coverage over at CordCarsNews.com. With this, they've also announced a deal with AccuWeather that will see AccuWeather take over offering weather coverage on MSNBC, give them help with that. So look for that coming on MSNBC Now. MS Now, MSNBC, one of those two networks. No word yet on the name change for CNBC. There's still reports that they may sell that network off. We'll keep an eye on it, but for now, no news on that network. All right, CNN wants you to watch more video, and with that, they're launching a new vertical video system. They're going to be putting a lot more vertical video content in their app, very similar to a TikTok style or YouTube Shorts or Facebook Reels. You're probably pretty familiar with those vertical videos. They're going to be cutting their content down into vertical shorts, hoping you'll watch more content video-wise on the CNN app. So keep an eye out for that. They also announced a partnership with T-Mobile to use T-Mobile's network to power the reporters on the go. T-Mobile and CNN doing a joint venture with that. Speaking of T-Mobile, T-Mobile has announced enhancements to their 5G home internet plan with upgraded Wi-Fi hubs to Wi-Fi 7, the latest Wi-Fi standard with improved speeds for streaming of video and more over Wi-Fi. They said this will be at no extra cost. The plans will continue to start at $35 for their basic plan, the amplified for $45, and all-in for $55. Now, the all-in, these plans do include a wireless plan with it. If you do not have a wireless plan, they start at $50 a month and go up to $70 a month with this. Now, if you're a 5G home or a business internet customer, they also announced that you can now get free Microsoft 365, so Word, Excel, etc., with your internet plan if you get a small business Wi-Fi internet through T-Mobile's 5G internet service. All right, you ready for a big today in TV history? This one surprised me. I didn't think it was this old. Home Alone turns 35 years old this week. The movie first aired November 10th, 1990 at a premiere in Chicago at their with their big performance at the theater down there, their historic Chicago theater is what I was looking for. Very successful movie. For some reason I thought it was more of an early mid, like 92, 93 kind of movie. But no, 1990, 35 years old. Wow. That one snuck up on me. Definitely made me feel old. How about you? You used to watch Home Alone all the time? My kids love it. Leave me a comment, let me know. All right, AI is coming and AI is everywhere. You're not escaping AI. And Amazon's use of AI is increasing, according to a report from Wired. Their new Season 2 of The House of David, a biblical story about David from the Bible, it's using more AI scenes and images and more. Up to 350 to 400 visual effect shots now estimated to be done by AI as Amazon leans into using AI. They're not alone. Others are doing this. Whole scenes, characters, and more, crowds and the like, are being generated by AI far faster than traditional special effects and more and cheaper. Look for them to become more and more common. I said this again and again. AI will never be as bad as it is now. It will only keep getting better, and it will only get used more and more. So keep an eye on that. But Amazon joining the push to use AI in television and movies. All right, maybe it's a good, or not surprising we follow up with this story. Roger Rabbit, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, has got new owners. The original creator, author Gary K. Wolfe, has reclaimed ownership of the iconic movie from Disney after 35 years with this. Using a legal tool embedded in the 1976 copyright that after 35 years made it possible for him to reclaim it. Now, I will say in the 90s, early 2000s even, Disney was very much into Roger Rabbit. You saw him especially at their Disney World Hollywood Studios parks and other places. In recent years, that's all been kind of erased and kind of forgotten. And now Who Framed Roger Rabbit is returning to the original author. And it'll be interesting to see what happens here. If Disney, without Disney, will there be a new movie? Will Universal or some other company pick up the rights for Who Framed Roger Rabbit from the original author? What will the author do with it? Or are we going to see more Who Framed Roger Rabbit stories or a retelling of the original? Be interesting to see what happens there. And lastly, Dish has in total recently raised $44.25 billion from selling its 5G spectrum to AT&T and SpaceX. We talked about this yesterday, but Dish is leaning heavily into expanding its network, for a long time building out 5G, has now abandoned those plans, sold them off, and now has a glut of money laying around with $44 billion and change to do something with. They're turning into an investment company, splitting their company up. Be interesting to see what happens here. But Dish, selling spectrum to AT&T and SpaceX, need to be approved, widely expected to be approved. We'll wait and see what happens here. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. A little shorter videos. My voice still hangs in there. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. Until then, take care, be safe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. You can always find a link to all the stories in the show notes. And if you want, we have a free daily email newsletter with all these stories right to your email box every morning. Becca puts it together, emails it out every day. Check out link in the show notes if you want to find out more, you can find that all in the show notes down below. Until next time, take care, be safe. I'll talk to you all again real soon.